Nice to see you. It's been a little while since I go live. Happy New Year. Here to do your reading, your check-in for January. Also be sure to check out my year-end for December, and which includes prediction for a preview look into the year 2023. Let's see what energies we have for you right now. Mercury in retrograde, going direct, I guess around the 18th. So a lot, is happening. Okay, so let's see what's the kind of energies we have. If you're new, please subscribe, like. I hope it resonates with you. And if you're returning, thank you for being here. Okay, so I see that, you're trying to basically just continue to figure out what it makes, life passionate, what type of direction to go in, as far as, making sure that you feel like you have a purpose. Where does home feel like home? Some of you may be a little bit of have confusion about all the work that you're putting into a situation and how some situations just turned out. Being around passionate people, you've been making a conscious decision in your past readings, Aquarius, to let go of a lot of people. A lot of people you had to cut out. And just being around people that share your passion, that support your dreams, and that you support theirs. There is a lot of healing, physical healing, that has been going on for a couple of weeks for some of you. Physical, emotional, release, like a little bit of, release of negativity, emotional and mental, healing. So there is, some moments, there have been some moments where things are going so left that you have kind of went into hangman mode, where you've just been complacent or, just at a standstill. So it's, really time to take action, and not just accept that things are going to stay the way they are. I see you've also been grateful about how long you've come, how far you've come. But there is, energy of also feeling guilty of, some of the, just entertaining or indulging in negativity with some negative people, perhaps, wasting a little bit of time arguing with fools. But you have looked back, you have learned, and you have, and I think you're self-correcting, looking at what worked last year, what, you've been in transition, and what didn't. So, that also feels like some feelings of guilt about, things that lessons that you've learned, and you made, the same mistakes. But, everything needs a strategy, a new strategy that's not working. So, just look back and don't be so hard on yourself, because this is a journey that we sometimes have to learn the same lesson several times. I see also that, there is a need to continue to motivate your Aquarius to continue in your path. A lot of times, going back to the complacency, you feel like this, no matter how much work I put into something, it's not working. And when that happens, that means you have to take a step back and say, okay, how did I get success in the past with similar situation or with this situation? When did I feel the best? What the steps did I take for this to be successful? Because there's a few things not working, and then there's things that are working in the background, but they may not be working fast enough for you, and that could go into relationships with people, etc. But there is a miracle that will be occurring, and when it's a miracle, because you'll say something that you don't expect to work out is working out. So let's see what else we have here. Let's get some cards. So yeah, I mean, this is a look back, and you're trying to take a step back and see, because there's some things that, are frustrating you. There's some things that, like I said, seem not to be working out. So you were taking a step and we're looking at doing inventory. Is this worth keeping? Some things are harder than others to cut out. And some people you're leaving for last because, some toxic people can be funny and fun and, sexy and, etc. And, the people that you have the strongest connection, you leave for last because you know that you have to cut certain people out of your life because they make you stagnant. All the growth that you do, you throw it away when you go back to wasting time with someone that has hurt you, has disrespected you, etc., etc. So let's see what we have here. Some other energies. There is abundance on the horizon. Again, a miracle. That you probably don't expect. There is a little bit still of attachments to a situation. Attachments could be also attached to something that didn't work, or attached to always being in a loop of some traumatic event. Again, that's where the healing comes in. So our first energy is the Knight of Cups. So I think in a situation, in a relationship or a situationship, you feel like someone is not actually putting the effort that you're putting in. And you're trying to figure out, do I keep this person now that I've spent so much time, getting to know them, or I've invested in this? But of course, you're an air sign. You analyze things, you actually go within and look at, if there's any signs that analyze and look at things in a different perspective and directions, are the air signs, Aquarius. So let's see. So there's some attachments to someone that you're relating to a situation or a relationship. Not saying that they're in a third party, but there's something that's interfering with your relationship. It could be family members, it could be work, it could be finances, but there's something that's interfering, and you feel like someone is not really measuring up so much. But clarifying the Three of Pentacles is a wish fulfillment. So there is a wish fulfillment with a different strategy, and that's the word that came to mind as soon as I'm doing your reading. Like there is a different way to, if you really want something to work, there's a different way to strategize. Now if something keeps not working, it's also good to recognize the sign that because I see you're diligently working on a situation or putting in the effort, and you feel like you probably put more effort in, which is sometimes usually the case. So if something is not working, no matter how much you work on it, it's not meant for you, and that's the time when you have to walk away. I see you in a Queen of Pentacles energy, which is really taking finances seriously, because in the last year or so, you've seen what worked, you see what you manifest, you see what's possible. Again, I see a miracle happening where you least expect finances and things, to work out. So you're really becoming mature. You had some hard lessons with finance and choices, and some of you are trying to decide, how to do finances. Do I get a second job? Do I get just one job? That, do I start a business? Do I start a business and have a side hustle? But you will get a wish fulfillment when it comes to the choices and things that may be confusing you about finances. And I think you're already on the track, and some of you I see have done something, have taken steps that are starting to be successful when it comes to finances, and you already seen how it's going to be successful. So persevere is the name of the game. Keep doing, you do what you can right now. Investing, you invest when you can and be sensible. So I see the Knight of Wands here is next, which is, passion, energy, almost like a youthful energy. So it's going back to your passion. I'm not seeing this as an in and out energy. I'm seeing this as being passionate about starting something new, rebirthing something new. Continue to be motivated. Watch videos, do your research so that you see how others have had success in this, embarking on this financial journey and stability. Which means that you're walking away from in and out energy, and I'm seeing this financial for right now, but you may have to walk away from people and things that are not reliable, and situations and jobs that are not reliable, and you may have to do something that is outside of your comfort zone, as long as it still resonates with you, so that you can have this fulfillment. The Ten of Cups is here, which means, a family that's thriving, a relationship that's thriving, and no more of just in and out. You do have passion, but you are having, you're putting your passion into investing into something that will have a safe return, which is your Ten of Cups, being fulfilled in many areas of your life. Our next card that we have is the Justice card. So we have the Justice card, Libra energy, air sign. And this has something to do with balance also. So as far as balance is concerned, this is putting in work to balance things, because in the beginning, I saw that, you felt like someone that's, I guess offering love is not, it's not balanced. You're putting in a lot of work into different areas of your life to create a peaceful, stable life, and going to reap what you sow. You planted good seeds, you put in the work. So oops, the cards are flying all over the place. You put in good work, and you may be, these are all the things that you're working on. 7 things or more: family, friends, organization, personal healing, and taking care of yourself. And we're clarifying this, the balance that's coming with perhaps you studying a little bit more, and researching, for doing the research. Research, will answer a lot of questions. Researching information about, how to improve a relationship, how to improve your home, how to improve your craft. So I see some research, and for others, there may be someone of a, kind of a little bit of mature energy here, that is definitely looking at messages, or trying to follow online, etc. And that's clarified by some having a new start, with love. Again, I feel like you're trying to balance love and work, and finances, different things, but it starts with forgiving and loving yourself. So something here is going to be balanced. You have a new restart with love. And for others, if you're in a relationship, it's like a jump start, restarting in a positive way this year, and trying to work on issues that affected the relationship last year. But for others, this is a new start. You balance yourself, you take care of yourself, you start healing, and love is here. So 6 of Pentacles, an equal give and take. You have worked very hard, and I feel you trying to balance. A lot of things are going on. This is a new year. You have a lot of pressure of, hey, doing things differently, but take it one step at a time, because something is tumultuous. There's a little bit of hostilities here. Again, there's no balance, and I know I keep saying that, but there's some, you feel like already there's a theme. Someone's not putting in that much effort. Someone may be argumentative, where they're giving you a headache because they always want to have the last word. They don't understand you. There's no equal understanding. There's in and out energy with this Knight of Wands. So you're embodying the Empress energy, which is, taking control. So let's clarify the 5 of Swords, which is, arguments, disharmony, etc. Let's see what we have. So we have someone that's being deceptive. There's someone that, something's going to be continue to be revealed. There's things that you don't know. There's something causing your disharmony, and it could be outside sources, as I said, with the Three of Pentacles. Also family or people intruding in your relationship, but you will have victory. You will have victory if you both stay the course. Communication, positive communication, open, and expressing how someone, how you feel. So it takes two or more to be coexisting in a relationship, etc. So six of wands, you will have victory, being raised above the rest. So let's see what we have. We have two of swords. So there's some truth and some things that are being revealed to you, and I think some of the stuff is surprising perhaps, or a little bit shocking, and some truth that you didn't know, because the Seven of Swords is here. So obviously something is being revealed, and I think that you have to keep with the Two of Wands, clarifying the Two of Swords. I think you have to continue to make decisions. It's an everyday struggle to make a decision and keep someone away. Some of you have to wake up and say, you know what, let me not deal with this person. Let me leave the past in the past. And it's an everyday struggle. And I think when you keep someone away, when you, open your eyes with the Two of Swords, you open your eyes and you keep someone away. There's someone that may be at a distance. That will make you abundant. That will make you abundant. So stay away from things and places that don't resonate with you. Listen to the messages that the universe are sending you. Meditate quietly so that you can get some answers, and you could really decompartmentalize a situation and see if it's really working for you. Because someone definitely wants a second chance, but a lot of you are also getting a second opportunity to do things right. With healing, Six of Swords, with healing. So this is, you're on the right path. That's an indication that you are on the right path of, and this path is alone. If you see the Six of Swords is alone. So continue to protect your energy, mind, body, and spirit, your energy centers, your chakras, so that you can be clear-minded, so that you can create an abundant life. So I see the Four of Wands here, a celebration, soulmate, marriage for some of you. Some of you are thinking about home, with the Four of Swords. Some of you are, feeling like, how do I make home? Where do, making decisions. What do I want? Where do I need to live? Should I move? Should I stay, etc.? Should I buy a house? Getting to the finances. So a lot of you are communicating back and forth, and having communication and trying to put the home in order, because there's this harmony again in the home. You have to analyze, where is it coming from and why does it keep happening. It's, you might be dealing with someone that's not ready to be in a peaceful environment, to be, they have work to do. So you have to keep people away. The Three of Cups is here, clarifying the Five of Wands, which it speaks about there will be a celebration. There's a, get together, etc. You're guided to take all the steps, step by step, follow everything by the book. Nine of Pentacles, which means there's a little bit of a delay for the celebration, to be putting this house in order, for your home to feel like home. There's this harmony. Maybe you don't know, you have some confusion. Who, should I live with this person? Should I not? Should, I marry this person, etc. But you will have a cause for celebration. You're taking control here with the Emperor, and someone that I guess started to give you a small offer of love, and it's probably a little stagnant, may end up with, it's gonna end up with a power couple, if you're, have the patience to work with them. Now, if somebody is taking too long in their journey and they have a lot of emotional trauma to work through, We all have emotional trauma and things to work through, but if somebody is not open to healing, is not ready, you know that you're at different stages, then you need to leave them behind with the Fool card, and not look away, and try to move in a different direction. Move in a different direction, as I say that. Eight of Cups, walking away. So you're taking control so that you can have this happy home, and generational wealth. A lot of you are tired of depending on people, making moves, counting on people to help you financially, or, on a job that doesn't, provide enough for you to sustain yourself and your family. But I see here a relationship. Again, you have an opportunity to have this power couple. You have a power couple here that can work, but you're kind of contemplating, should you stay or should you go? I definitely get that energy, of, is this the person, the one? A little bit of confusion. This is where my audio goes bad, my battery. I apologize. So I'm trying to fix it, but here we go. So I was saying, you're the high priestess. You're coming out as the high priestess. So with you having deep knowing, you know what decisions you have to make. And sometimes people get in the way. You're looking at things from a different perspective with the Fool card. So you're now looking at things differently than you used to look at things before. You're enlightened, and a lot of people around you don't seem to be woke, or don't seem to get certain things that it's easy for you to get, and that creates also a burden for you. People trying to pull you back in to the mess. People trying to, not show you significant love, but there is someone that does seem to, is trying to really get your attention, has love for you, but there's some type of challenge in this connection that, you don't want to feel left out in the cold. So, you have to look at things with your new high priestess eyes, because there is a little bit of disharmony and challenge in a connection, and a lot of people are trying to get at you, Aquarius. I see the air sign, the King of Swords. So someone is, you get into these arguments, discussions with someone, and it could be challenging at times, the connection. So someone has left you, feeling left out in the cold, the constant bickering, etc. So you need to see if something is actually for you. You need to continue to heal and protect your heart from being in the same position that you have been. So these heart-to-heart conversations have to be effective. You can't just engage in arguing with fools. You have to set your boundaries straight, and once you set your boundaries with someone, you let them know what you will take, and don't exert your energy into arguments, because people will disappoint you if you let them, if you continue the same cycle. So you have to strategize. You have to handle something differently. With the heart to heart, of course, a Tower moment, what I was talking about, this harmony in a relationship, and it could be outside sources as well, challenging this connection. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be family interfering, jobs interfering, money interfering in a relationship that you are trying to make it work. You're trying to make it work. You both probably are trying to make it work, but it feels like you're putting a bigger effort monetarily, financially, or something is burdening you. So you have to preserve, you have to remember the end game. What are your goals? And with the Chariot here, you have to continue to, master the art of staying focused to what it is that you want to have, and not let people from the past pull you in, because it won't work. Every time it'll be the same thing. They'll put you back into a situation of you not feeling fulfilled. So in order to make a relationship work, you got to tell someone, this is what it is, this is what I expect, this is what I want. And you can, so that if you want to invest, according to what they say. Instead of the disharmony and all these bickering arguments, have effective communication. You may have to clear your throat chakra, but things will be revealed to you. Things magically are revealed to you. So when you ask yourself, is a connection worth it? Things will be revealed. You are getting a wish fulfillment, so maybe this has a lot to do with putting in a lot of work into your goals and also into whatever this connection is. Could be with a Virgo. There's an air sign here too as well. But you definitely have choices, so you can entertain some people in the past that you know are not at a spiritual level, have not done the work, they're not open to change. You get with them, you talk to them, and they're still at the same place you left them. You have to do something different. So definitely you are exhibiting the Queen of Pentacles and love. So, there may be for some of you other people, from people from the past, or people you've dealt with, the reason they're not ready is because they're also, in connections with other situations, other people, etc. But you are open to love. You're coming out as a Queen of Cups. And you want to be grounded in money. Queen of Pentacles, there's a lot of choices for jobs, for situations. So definitely you're being wiser with how to retain money, how to keep money, and what it is that you want in a relationship. You have been disappointed with the Five of Cups coming out. It almost seems like you had three major relationships for some of you that really impacted the course of your journey right now. And here we're doing the romance cards. There is a magnetic connection. There is a life partner that is available to you. You have to put in the work and be your Aquarius best, which is, knowing how to communicate, knowing how to be creative in situations. There is a connection here that could be a divinely guided connection as well, with all these, positive cards coming out. So it's going to be a challenge to not let outside sources interfere. This love, can conquer all, and give you the effective relationship that you're looking for, so that your money could be grounded. Because when there's trouble in love, it spills over into everything, into family. It spills over into your money, and you're right now in a energy of being super focused. Capricorn season, you're all about your money. You do not want, certain things. Like, you got time for love, but if it's distracting you, you don't want to waste time. You're like ready to cut people off because you are trying to create something that's different than anybody else perhaps in your family have created. You stand out, above the rest. The Six of Wands earlier we saw in the reading. So that is being differentiated between you and others. You're supposed to be helping people. You're supposed to be, different. You're supposed to be more woke, and things that take people a long time to figure out. It's easy for you to figure out. A lot of the cards coming out, love language, also accountability. Being accountable for how you handle a conversation, how you handle a problem in a connection. So it's not to say, hey, Aquarius didn't handle it right, but it's like, listen, if I engage someone that's, clearly pushing my buttons, this is the result. So be accountable for how is it the best strategy to communicate with someone, because obviously there's a difference in communication in this connection, in a connection, and you have mastered communication, but sometimes people pushing your buttons drag you down into a situation of being a part of the mess. So some of the cards here that are coming were also to do with miracles and trusting. The blessing is coming in because you have put in the work. You have tried to stay focused. Sometimes you're thrown off, but you have, had worked on having faith and meeting the universe halfway, So there is change coming. So, going, all these cards are following with the transition and looking at things differently, because you're doing different things differently. You have higher power, with the high priestess. You are in a very high level where you actually can speak your manifestations, and you're seeing them coming in quickly. So right now is the harvest time, which is the time you're going to start seeing everything balancing out. Balance with finances, balance in relationships. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde, going direct on January 18th. So a lot of blessings, and don't be afraid to tap into communities, and someone to help you, collaborating with others, getting ideas, perhaps, because I see this, there's a connection here that is almost a power, like a money couple. So, helping each other build an empire, trying to do things differently, looking back at your years, and not being happy with a lot of things, and some past trauma, also, that affects from our youth and growing up. So now is the time to also know how to deal with certain things when you're feeling like you're low on faith. You remember the wisdom with the fox here, and like that type of energy of knowing, deep knowing, and knowing how things are most likely going to turn out. And I think sometimes, like, I know if I engage or if I do certain things a certain way, it's not going to turn out. So only involving yourself in types of jobs that you're passionate about, because that is going to help, because it's an ending to a tough cycle. So again, being in transition, you're in a different position. So it's recommended to let go of fears, that solar plex energy, and to know when it's time, because when it's time, Aquarius. When you're off centered, when it's time to center yourself. Being outside, flowers, nature, the stillness, the quiet. That's how you get answers, and continue to believe in the impossible. Continue to look at your goals if you've written them. Um, you know, and psychic journaling is something that I always recommend, to continue to write down. This is what I want. This is what has brought me success. This is what has not worked for me. These are my deal breakers, etc. Some people don't know what their deal breakers is. Luck is on your side. Um, and, don't forget to meditate for answers as well. So this has been your reading, Aquarius. Hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, check out my website, my Etsy, or my website, foxybluesecretgarden.com. Thank you.